M&T Bank Stadium, Baltimore, Maryland. It's the Bears and the Ravens. And welcome into another NFL broadcast here at Jammin' Sports. We've got one team fighting for a division title and the other team just playing out the schedule. Evil Dead has the Bears -9, Chicago at 7-5, the Ravens at 2-10. Baltimore will get the ball first, or the Bears will, I'm sorry, and we're underway. Fielded by McNeil, a yard deep over the 15, 20, 25. And bringing it back, number 38, Leon McNeil, the running back in his second year out of Missouri. 1st and 10 Bears, led by their starting quarterback, Jason Plunkett, in his 7th year out of USC. Chicago, Detroit, and Tampa Bay. It's a three-way tie for first place in the NFC Central. All three of those teams are 7-5. K-Doggy's in the house. K-Doggy's from Illinois. Let's see if he's rooting for the Bears tonight. K-Doggy, you rooting for Chicago? The K-Dog's in the house. 1st and 10 Bears from their own 27-yard line. Just underway. Plunkett draws back, throws downfield to Wallstra, and Troy Wallstra all the way out to the 47-yard line. Doggy hates the Bears. Oh, wow. Didn't see that one coming. A 20-yard gain to Troy Wallstra, the 12th-year tight end out of Army. A 20-yard gain, first down, Chicago. But K-Dog is from Illinois. He does not like the Bears. It's all right. I live in Nashville, and I don't like the Titans. So I can relate. First down, Chicago. They'll have it at their own 47. 4 receivers set wide. Plunkett in the gun. Plunkett looking, throws out to Wallstra. And he gets out to the 45-yard line. A gain of 8. It'll bring up 2nd and 2. So 2 quick passes to Wallstra. And Evil Dead hates the Giants. Yes, but you like the Jets, though. We know that. Now, Detroit and Tampa Bay have yet to play this week. On 2nd and 2 from the 45. Plunkett back, throws underneath to Seacrest, out to the 40-yard line. That'll be a gain of 5 yards and a Chicago first down. So K-Dog's had a fancy restaurant watching me. That's dedication right there. Now, I mentioned that Chicago, Detroit, and Tampa Bay are all 7-5. Later this week, Tampa Bay plays at Green Bay, and Detroit, later this week, hosts New Orleans. So of the 3 teams, Chicago has the easiest game, record-wise. 1st and 10, Chicago from the Raven 40-yard line. McNeil around the outside, and Leon McNeil is going to lose 3 yards. On the tackle, number 55, Mark Palmer, the rookie linebacker out of UNLV. It'll bring up 2nd and 13. A 3-yard loss in the play. 2nd down for the Bears at the Baltimore 43-yard line. Opening drive of the ball game. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett looking, throws outside to McNeil down the sideline, and McNeil out to the 39-yard line. Let's take a look at the Bears offense. Up front, Karimi, Scott, Brown, Sherman, and Kaiser. And then it's Seacrest, Kirkwood, McNeil, Wallstra, and Dominique. It was a gain of 5. Make it a gain of 4. It'll be 3rd and 9 for the Bears at the Baltimore 39-yard line. opening drive of the ball game. Plunkett in the gun. Plunkett looking, throws downfield. It's knocked down, incomplete. The linebacker, Christian West, knocks it down. The 6th-year linebacker out of USC. It'll be 4th and 9. I'm 22. I wish. If I knew then what I know now, at 22, man, that'd be dangerous. I think we all would be. I left 22 a long time ago. Zach Jones, they're going to try a field goal. The Bears are going to try a 56-yard field goal. Zach Jones comes out. Kick is up, and it's way no good. So the Bears come up empty on their opening drive. CGM's in the house. CG. Now Baltimore will take over at their own 46-yard line. 1st and 10. The Bears come up empty on the opening drive of the game. Madden 24, we don't know yet. I've been watching a lot of reviews of the people that have the beta, and the beta people are saying it's pretty good. Ryan Moody, though, he's being, no, it's not. But Moody doesn't have the beta yet. I think Moody, and I understand why he's this way. He's very cynical against Madden 24, and I have every reason to believe or understand why he is. But I think we need to give the game a chance. 1st and 10. Albritton to Castilian, and Castilian to the 49-yard line. Gain of 3 yards will be 2nd and 7. Plus, the beta is not the finished project. They use the beta to test things and find things that work that don't work, and they can fine-tune the final product. I'm holding out hope that it's a decent game. On 2nd and 7, in the I formation, Albritton Castilian, and Castilian to the 48. That'll be a gain of 3. It'll be 3rd and 4. Nate Castilian, the 6th-year back out of Notre Dame. Now, one thing that I find encouraging is that we know for a fact that the referees are back in the game in Madden 24. Yay! 3rd and 4 from the 48. Albritton back. Albritton looking. And he's going to get sacked back at the 42-yard line. Coming in to make the sack, Taylor Stewart, the rookie linebacker out of UNLV. A loss of 11 yards. It'll be 4th down, and the Ravens are going to have to punt. So the Bears missed a field goal on their opening drive, and the Ravens go 3 and out on theirs. The Ravens are one of 5 teams now that have been eliminated. Kyle Richardson back to punt, gets the punt away. And that's going to go inside the 10 and into the end zone, touchback. And now Chicago will get it for the 2nd time, starting at their own 20-yard line. Jason Plunkett, the quarterback. Jason Plunkett spent 6 years with Kansas City. He's now in his 1st year with Chicago. Got a decent crowd here early on a Friday. I appreciate it. Doubleheader tonight. The Bills and the Browns after this. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett looking, throws to the near side. Seacrest down the sideline. And Robert Seacrest all the way out to the 25-yard line. A 25-yard gain for the 5th-year receiver out of Memphis, Robert Seacrest. Eddie Colston on the tackle, number 30, in his 8th year out of Colorado. St. Louis is amazing. It's a, depending on what part of town you're in, I like that it's a baseball town. Cardinal fans are great. I like watching Cardinal games there. First and 10 from the 45. 3 receivers to the far side. Plunkett in the gun. Plunkett looking, throws inside to Seacrest. Out to the 48-yard line. That'll be a gain of 7. It'll bring up 2nd and 3. So K-Doggy is on a road trip, and he's in St. Louis. On 2nd and 3 from the 48-yard line. Plunkett under center. Plunkett fakes the handoff, rolls out, throws back across, incomplete. Troy Wallstra well out of bounds. Let's take a look at the Ravens defense. They play a 3-4. Fine, Owens, and Riddick up front. The linebackers, Young, West, Morris, and Palmer. And the secondary for Baltimore, Colston, Nelson, Young, and Stevens. It'll bring up 3rd and 3 from the 48-yard line. 3:09 left to play in the first quarter, no score. Week 13 here in Baltimore, Maryland. Plunkett in the shotgun on 3rd down. Plunkett draws back. Plunkett steps up, throws. Incomplete. He had a man kind of open, and he missed him. It'll be 4th down. The Bears are going to have to punt. He was looking for Dwayne Andrews, the second-year receiver out of South Florida. And now Zach Wetzel back to punt. Gets the punt away. Aiming for the sideline, out of bounds at the 24. That's a 28-yard punt. Not a good punt by Wetzel. And now the Ravens will have it 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. 3 minutes left to play. We're in the first quarter, live from M&T Bank Stadium, Baltimore, Maryland, Week 13, here at Jammin' Sports. The 7-5 Bears, the 2-10 Ravens. The Ravens have the worst record in the AFC. On 1st and 10, Albritton in the shotgun. Albritton draws back, throws downfield, caught by Doyle, and Doyle all the way down to the 43-yard line. A 19-yard gain for David Doyle, the 9th-year tight end out of Oklahoma. Well, you got to remember now, growing up, I was a Dolphin fan, so I like Bob Greasy. However, in my formative years in the 70s, my favorite quarterback, and I still think my favorite quarterback of all time, is Roger Staubach. I love Staubach. He was such a competitor. 1st and 10 from the 43. Albritton looking, throws to Doyle, and Doyle out to the 44-yard line. A gain of 13 yards at a Baltimore first down. When Tom Landry was the coach and Tex Schramm was the owner of the Cowboys, I used to like Dallas. Ever since Jerry Jones took over, I hate Dallas. But Roger Staubach, the military man, he was just, I loved him. He was cool. 1st and 10, Ravens from the Chicago 44-yard line. Castilian around the outside. Castilian all the way down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 15 yards in a Raven first down. The 6th-year back out of Notre Dame. Yeah, that quarterback was pretty awesome. But not as awesome as a certain running back we know, Anthony Lambos. You ever hear of Anthony Lambos? Now that's the stud right there. Misty goes, who's that? That's right, in one game. Albritton on 1st and 10 to Doyle, down the sideline, and Doyle all the way down to the 9-yard line, a 20-yard gain. Another Raven first down. So the Ravens are marching down the field. Yep, Lambos. Yep, that's the highest compliment. I like Warren Moon too. I liked him at the University of Washington when they won the Rose Bowl in '78. I remember watching that game. And I thought he was for my money, I think he's the best quarterback to never win a Super Bowl. First and goal, Albritton to Castilian. And Castilian down to the 4-yard line, a gain of 5 to be second and goal. Oh my gosh, Warren Moon was awesome. He just got stuck on teams that didn't have defense. Tarkenton, he's up there. He was a good one too. I remember watching him in my youth, the scrambler. Second and goal for the Ravens at the 4-yard line. Albritton looking, throws inside to Taylor. Touchdown, Ravens. Maurice Taylor, the second-year receiver out of Oregon State. Marino was good. And the Ravens take a 6-0 lead. Big Ben, yeah, he was a good quarterback. Rob Belton for the extra point. The kick is up, and it's good. And the Ravens, the 2-10 Ravens, take a 7-0 lead on the 7-5 Bears. Now this would be a major upset if the Ravens win this game. Of the 3 teams, Chicago, Detroit, and Tampa Bay, record-wise, the Bears have the easiest game this week here against Baltimore. Tampa Bay plays Green Bay, and Detroit has the toughest game. They play New Orleans. With 30 seconds left to play here in the first quarter, the Ravens are up 7-0. They'll kick off. Kyle Richardson will kick. Fielded by McNeil at the goal line over the 10, 15, 20, 25. And Leon McNeil out to the 28-yard line. First down, Bears. I've often thought how many championships Warren Moon would have won had he been on a team that had a good defense. He never had a good defense. They always had to rely on outscoring their opponents all the time. Shootouts. Case in point, when they lost to the Bills in January of '93, they had, a 31-point lead, and they blew it? Yep. First and 10 from the 28-yard line. Plunkett under center in the offset eye. Plunkett to McNeil. And McNeil inside the 30. McNeil all the way down to the 41. Oh, yeah, Dan Fouts. Exactly. Had the Chargers had a decent defense? My goodness. You know, say what you want about Don Coryell, offensive genius, but he couldn't do squat with defense. And the Chargers never had a good defense. And that's why Fouts never won a championship. Oh yeah, he was fun to watch, and he had weapons to be sure. Final seconds of the first quarter, tick it away. And at the end of one, Ravens are up 7-0 here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to M&T Bank Stadium, Baltimore, Maryland. Week 13 here at Jammin' Sports, the Bears and the Ravens. And the surprising Ravens lead the Bears 7-0. It'll be first and 10 Chicago, though, from their own 41-yard line. Bears trying to tie things up on this drive. We'll have the Buffalo Bills and the Cleveland Browns after this. A doubleheader Friday. Plunkett on first down to McNeil. A drop play, and McNeil gets out to the 47, a gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4 on the tackle. Number 22, Cole Nelson, the third-year safety out of Miami. Doggy says, "Go Ravens, go." On 2nd and 4, Plunkett in the gun. Plunkett to McNeil inside, and McNeil gets a yard out to the 48. It'll bring up 3rd and 3. Making the tackle that time, Kevin Riddick, the 5th-year defensive end out of Dayton. It'll be 3rd and 3 for the Bears from their own 48. 3 receivers to the far side. Plunkett in the gun. Plunkett back, throws outside, caught by Seacrest, all the way out to the 44-yard line. A gain of 6. Actually, it's a gain of 8. First down, Bears. They're in Baltimore territory now. 6:47 and counting here in the first half. First and 10. Jason Plunkett under center. Plunkett, play action, looking, throws, gets it out to Wallstrip, all the way down to the 26, a gain of 18. First out, Chicago. Yes, you can restructure contracts now in franchise. And you can relocate teams right away. You don't have to wait a season or two in franchise if you want to move somebody. You can do it from the get-go. Well, some people like that stuff. I'm not a big fan of it. I'll let the CPU do it. Plunkett to Kirkwood. And Kirkwood all the way down to the 19. And it's Gary Kirkwood, the third-year back out of Pittsburgh, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3 for the Bears at the Raven 19-yard line. Under 6 minutes left in the first half. Ravens up 7-0 in a defensive game. The Bears, though, trying to tie it up on this drive. 2nd and 3 from the Raven 19-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Plunkett in the gun. Plunkett looking, rolls out, throws, dumps it off to Seacrest. Down to the 16-yard line. Robert Seacrest, a gain of 2 yards. It'll be 3rd and inches. Making the tackle, Christian West, the linebacker, in his 6th year out of USC. Just throw the ball. I don't need 747 different plays that you can't pronounce. Your playbook would be very simple, wouldn't it? Drop back and throw it. 3rd and inches from the 16-yard line. Plunkett to Kirkwood. He's got the first down. All the way down to the 5-yard line. An 11-yard run by Gary Kirkwood. 1st and goal Bears at the 5-yard line. Blue mommy to the left, up your butt. That's a very interesting playbook. The terminology. Kicking Uncle's in the house. Good to see you kicking. Yeah, Trans Vanilla from last night. That was too funny. I sent Evil Dead a video today that reminded me of that. 1st and goal from the 5. Plunkett to McNeil. Down to the 3-yard line. I sent Evil Dead a video about an M&M that wanted to be a Skittle. An M&M that identifies as a Skittle. The video is hilarious. 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line. Yes, it does, CG. In the offset eye, Plunkett to McNeil, and McNeil trying to burst through. He's going to lose a yard back to the 4-yard line. On the tackle, number 59, Michael Morris, in his 4th year out of Oregon. It'll be 3rd and goal. The thing is, though, from what I've read about 24, you can turn that part off. The X factors and all that stupid crap. It's optional. 3rd and goal. Bears pluck it inside. Seacrest. Touchdown, Chicago. A 4-yard touchdown reception by Robert Seacrest. And the Bears can tie it up with the extra point. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. That is option. You can turn that off. You can turn off the XP thing. Because a lot of people, there's people that like it and people that don't. Zach Jones for the PAT. The kick is up, and it's good. The Bears and the Ravens are tied at 7 with 3:46 left to play here in the first half. Live from M&T Bank Stadium, Baltimore, Maryland. Week 13 here at Jammin' Sports. The part of the game where, like, the Titan, everybody has a home field advantage of some kind. The newer Maddens, like Madden 23 has that thing where it's like the Titans get benefits on false starts or whatever when they play at home. You can turn all that off in 24. What I was seeing with the reviews. Wetzel will kick off for the Bears. We're in a tie ball game. Stewart from the goal line over the 10, 15, 20, 25. And Stewart across the 30 out to the 31-yard line. Dwayne Stewart in his 2nd year out of Air Force. Good crowd tonight. I appreciate it. We have the Bills and the Browns after this. We'll be in Cleveland for that one. We'll have a triple header tomorrow at 1 o'clock Eastern time. We'll go over that in a second. And then we'll have Game 4 of the World Series tomorrow at 7 o'clock Eastern time. 1st and 10 for the Ravens at their own 31-yard line in the I formation. Albritton to Castilian, and Nate Castilian out to the 34-yard line, a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. We'll have a triple header tomorrow. I'll tell you who that is. We'll start things off with Pittsburgh at Indianapolis, and then we'll have Tampa Bay at Green Bay, and then we'll have that monster matchup, Dallas at Cincinnati. That's the triple header tomorrow, starting at 1 Eastern. On 2nd and 7, Castilian out to the 37-yard line. A gain of 3 to bring up 3rd and 4. On the tackle, Ken Elliott, the rookie linebacker out of Colorado. Under 3 minutes left to play here in the first half. We're tied at 7 with a great crowd on this Friday. I appreciate it. Albritton back, throws to Doyle, and Doyle's got the first down. A 5-yard gain out to the 42-yard line. David Doyle in his 9th year out of Oklahoma. 1st and 10. Gary Fensick on the tackle, number 45. In his 8th year out of California, the free safety. All right, we're up to double-digit viewers. Thank you much. I'm on my way. Albritton under center on 1st and 10. Looking. Albritton rolls out. Throws deep downfield. It's caught by Taylor. He came back for it. Maurice Taylor all the way down to the 26. And we've hit the 2-minute warning. We're tied at 7 here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to M&T Bank Stadium, Baltimore, Maryland. Week 13 here at Jammin' Sports. It was a 32-yard catch by Maurice Taylor down to the Chicago 26-yard line. And the surprising Ravens, who come in at 2-10, trying to get the upset, major upset, if they were to beat the Bears at 7-5. The Bears in a three-way tie for first in the NFC Central with Detroit and Tampa Bay. Albritton back outside to Castilian, out of bounds at the 23. A gain of 2 yards will be 2nd and 8. Whatever. It's also Pride Month, and you don't see me jumping around on that. On 2nd and 8 from the 23-yard line. Albritton in the gun. Albritton looking, throws outside, incomplete. It was broken up by David Harrelson, the 6th-year safety out of Oregon State. It'll be 3rd and 8. You see, that's the double standard that nobody wants to talk about. They would cry racism from the rooftops if we had a white history month. Yet we have a black one. How is that not racist? 3rd and 8 from the 23-yard line. Albritton in the gun. Albritton back. Albritton steps up. Throws outside to Doyle. And Doyle down to the 19-yard line. And the Bears take a timeout. It'll be 4th and 3. As the Ravens now, they come up short on the first down. Only 5 yards to Doyle. It'll be 4th and 3. And Rob Belton, the 3rd-year kicker out of Wisconsin, will come out. And this will be a 36-yard field goal attempt. Exactly. That's because everybody's a victim. Everyone plays the victim card. Belton from 36 yards. The kick is up. And it's good. And the Ravens have retaken the lead, 10-7, with 1:43 left to play here in the first half. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., he's rolling over in his grave with all the stupid stuff that's going on today. It's not the America he envisioned. Well, what do you expect? It's a Catholic church. There you go, Evil Dead. I'm with you on that one. So the Ravens are up 10-7 with 1:43 left here in the first half. Kickoff fielded by Washington at the 3-yard line over the 20-25. And Washington brings it out. Kerry Washington, the rookie out of Colorado, out to the 30-yard line. So the Bears have 1:38 left. They have 2 timeouts, down by 3. Plunkett, his numbers for the first half. For those who don't know, the schedule and standings are down below in the panels. If you're watching this on a computer, just toggle down if you want to get up to date on what's going on. But suffice to say, again, the Bears, Detroit, and Tampa Bay are in a 3-way tie for first place at 7-5. Plunkett in the gun on 1st and 10. Plunkett throws downfield. It's nearly picked off. Broken up by number 22, Cole Nelson, the 3rd-year safety out of Miami. It'll be 2nd and 10. But here's the thing, CGM. All right? As a Christian, I can look at a Muslim symbol and it not bother me. That's your religion. That's your right. And if I go into a Muslim school, I'm not going to be offended by the Muslim symbolism. 2nd and 10. Plunkett to Seacrest. Down to the 43-yard line. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Chicago. Bears in the hurry up. Plunkett back, looking, throws downfield, caught by Palmer, all the way down to the 38-yard line. Gain of 19 yards to Palmer. Another Chicago first down. Tyler Palmer, the third-year tight end out of Purdue. Wes Stevens on the tackle, number 29. It is fifth year out of Texas Christian. And now the Bears take a timeout with 1:01 left. That's all they want. These people are never happy. And it's really not about being offended. It's really not. It's about having control. They managed to get you to do something because they were offended. I'm using air quotes here. It's all about control. It's like, look, if you're offended, you have two choices. Deal with it or leave. 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Plunkett in the gun. Plunkett drops back. Throws outside to Seacrest. Down to the 30-yard line. A gain of 8. It'll bring up 2nd and 2. Well, that woman that won that case, the judge should have threw it out to begin with. I mean, what has happened to common sense? On 2nd and 2 for the Bears, at the Raven 30-yard line. Plunkett throws to Wallstra, down to the 26, a gain of 4. First down, Chicago. The referee is stuck in a bugged animation. Now, I never said 19 was perfect. It's pretty darn good, but like any other game, it has a bug or two. But the bugs in 19 I can live with. (13, 12 seconds left. Clock's running. The Bears holding on to that one timeout. Bad clock management here. They're not going to have time for a field goal. Plunkett throws underneath to Wallstra, and we go to halftime. Your halftime score, Baltimore 10, Chicago 7. Here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to M&T Bank Stadium, Baltimore, Maryland. Week 13 here at Jammin' Sports. The Ravens and the Bears. The Bears at 7-5 in a three-way tie for first in the NFC Central. The Ravens at 2-10. They've been eliminated from the playoffs already. But lo and behold, the Ravens are winning 10-7. The Bears, with some bad clock management, blew a chance to tie it up before halftime. And they'll kick off. Baltimore will get it first. Martin at the goal line over the 15-20. And Lawrence Martin in his fourth year out of Penn State out to the 25-yard line. First down, Ravens. Matthew Albritton, the fifth-year quarterback out of Tennessee, will lead the offense. Ravens up by 3. The Ravens playing for pride, just finishing out the schedule. The Bears, though, they're in a divisional race at the moment. In the I formation, Albritton, play action, throws outside, and it's caught for a 4-yard gain. Doing a tightrope act, number 36. That's Nick Morgan, the fullback, the rookie out of Wake Forest. A 4-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 6. in the gun on 2nd and 6. Albritton throws outside to Doyle again, and Doyle all the way out to the 39-yard line. David Doyle, the 9th-year tight end out of Oklahoma, 10 yards and a Raven first down. Chicago needs to get their act together here. Cam Norris, the 4th-year defensive back out of Buffalo, on the tackle. Chicago's going to lose to the worst team in the AFC if they're not careful in this interconference matchup. Ravens come out, 4 receivers set wide. Albritton in the gun on 1st and 10. Albritton to Castilian, and Castilian gets 2 yards out to the 41. It'll be 2nd and 7. Ken Elliott, the rookie linebacker, on the tackle for Chicago. We'll have the Bills and the Browns after this. We'll be in Cleveland for that one. On 2nd and 7, Albritton in the gun. Albritton to Castilian, and Castilian gets 3 yards out to the 44-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and 5. Parker Littleton on the tackle, the 3rd-year linebacker out of Indiana. 3rd and 5 for the Ravens at their own 44. Big 3rd down coming up. 3 receivers to the far side. Albritton under center. Albritton, he's going to get sacked back at the 40-yard line. Henry Wacher comes in and gets the sack, the 7th-year defensive tackle out of Ole Miss. A loss of 4 yards will be 4th and 9, and the Ravens are going to have to punt. Kyle Richardson back to punt in his 13th year out of Nebraska. Fielded by McNeil at the 13, makes a spin move, gets downfield again, another spin move, runs into his own man, and gets tackled at the 34-yard line. Had he not run into his own man, he would have got a lot more yardage. So the Bears will start at their own 34 with 6:04 left in the 3rd quarter. Ravens up 10-7. We'll have a triple header tomorrow starting at 1 Eastern. And then we'll have Game 4 of the World Series at 7 Eastern tomorrow night. On 1st and 10, Albritton, or actually Plunkett, Plunkett throws deep downfield, incomplete. He was looking for Alex Dominique, but he was well covered by Eddie Colston. It'll be 2nd and 10. That Game 3 last night with the A's and the Cubs was something else. I was rewatching the 9th inning earlier this morning. It was something else. On 2nd and 10, Plunkett back, throws underneath to Wallstra. And Wallstra out to the 39, a gain of 5 yards. It'll be 3rd and 5. What is that? Is that the ice cream? Misty got me. Guess what she got me today? Misty overheard me talking last night, and she got me some chocolate chip mint ice cream today. 3rd and 5. Plunkett back. Throws downfield. Caught by Wallstra. No. Incomplete. It was broken up by Isaac Young, the rookie free safety out of West Virginia. And that'll bring up 4th and 5, and the Bears are going to have to punt. It remains a 10-7 ball game in favor of the Ravens. Zach Wetzel back to punt, gets the punt away. And that's going to go into the end zone, touchback. The Ravens will have it, 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. 5:18 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Again, if the Ravens win, this would be a major upset. Major. The Ravens and the Falcons both have the 2 worst records. They're both 2-10. at the end of the season, I should play them against each other and see who's the worst. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Albritton to Castilian around the outside. Nate Castilian down the sideline all the way out to the 41-yard line. A 21-yard gain by Nate Castilian. The 6th-year back out of Notre Dame, the Fighting Irish. That's Misty on her phone. That's what that was. This microphone is very sensitive. 1st and 10 for the Ravens at the 41-yard line. Gracie's in the house. Say hi, Gracie.
Hi.
There you go. Ravens in the eye. Albritton to Castilian up the middle. And Castilian out to the 45. A gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Ken Elliott, the linebacker, on the tackle again. Under 5 minutes left now in the 3rd quarter. Ravens up 10-7. Four receivers set wide. Albritton in the gun. Albritton to Castilian. And Nate Castilian to the 49. And that'll be a gain of 4 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 3. David Harrelson on the tackle for Chicago. I think we forget sometimes that the Bears are the defending Super Bowl champions. They won the Super Bowl last season. 3rd and 3 from the 49-yard line. In the I formation. Albritton to Castilian again, and he's got a 1st down. A 4-yard gain to the Bear 47-yard line. 1st down, Ravens. Under 4 minutes left now in the 3rd. Ravens 1st and 10 from the Chicago 47-yard line. They come out in the offset eye. Albritton to Castilian again. A steady dose of Nate Castilian. This time 4 yards down to the 43-yard line. Gary Fensick on the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 6. 3:20 and counting. I've been trying to work out the divisions without having a Washington team for next season. 2nd and 6, Albritton looking, throws to Taylor, and Maurice Taylor running backwards, but he gets down to the 32-yard line. A gain of 11 and a Ravens 1st down. What we will probably do is we'll take Washington out because I don't want to deal with their stupid football name. We'll probably bring Tampa Bay over into the East, and the Central would be a 4-team division. And we'll bring Seattle back over to the NFC and put them in the NFC West. Make that a 5-team division. First and 10 from the 32-yard line. Albritton under center. Albritton draws back. Looking. Rolls out. Throws downfield. Caught by Provost. But a flag is down. Yeah, for Madden 24.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Illegal touching. So that'll be an incomplete pass. It'll be 2nd and 10 back at the 32. I don't know. I'm going to have to wait till the game comes out. There's a lot of unknowns, so I can't really plan a whole lot. It's just things are working in my head if it comes to that. Just trying to be prepared for when it does come out. Yeah, you can do every other damn thing. I should relocate them to Washington and rename them the Redskins. Second and 10 from the 32-yard line. Albritton to Martin up the middle. And Martin down to the 23-yard line. A gain of 8. It'll be 3rd and 2. Lawrence Martin, the 4th year back out of Penn State. That's one thing I've noticed you can do with Madden. You can relocate a team to the very city they're in. And then rename them. 3rd and 2 from the 23-yard line. Big third down for the Ravens, up 10-7. They're in field goal range. Albritton back. Throws inside to Doyle. Down to the 18-yard line. A 5-yard gain to David Doyle. First down, Baltimore. A fresh set of downs for the Ravens. They still lead it 10-7 over the Bears. Bears are annoying me. They are me too. On paper, they're the far better team. But they are not showing up today. 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line. Buchanan in motion. Albritton to Castilian. And Castilian all the way down to the 11-yard line. A gain of 7 yards will be 2nd and 3. Yeah, they're looking like the Pats. The Bears have not been consistent this year. When you look at the NFC, though, there's only one dominant team, and that's New Orleans. The Saints are what, 10 and 2? And the next closest team is 7 and 5. There's a lot of 7 and 5 teams. Albritton to Martin. And Martin inside the 5. They'll mark him down at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 yards for Lawrence Martin. It'll be 1st and goal, Baltimore. And this drive is eating up a lot of time for the Ravens. The 4th year back out of Penn State, Lawrence Martin. One thing I noticed the Ravens are doing, they're evening up the carries. They're letting Martin and Castilian both share the load. You don't see that in the newer Maddens. You don't see a whole lot of substitution. But fatigue is more of a factor in 19 than the newer ones, which is something I hope they fix. It'll be 1st and goal for the Ravens from the Chicago 42-yard line. We're coming off an injury timeout. Albritton in the gun on 1st and goal. Albritton to Castilian up the middle. And he gets 2 yards down to the 3-yard line. Parker Littleton on the tackle, number 54. It'll be 2nd and goal. 30 seconds and counting. The Ravens have eaten up a majority of the third quarter in this drive. 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line. 3 receivers to the near side. Albritton to Castilian. And Castilian's going to lose a yard back to the 4-yard line. It'll be 3rd and goal. And that will take us to the end of the third quarter. Ravens still up 10-7 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to M&T Bank Stadium, Baltimore, Maryland. Week 13. The 7-5 Bears, the 2-10 Ravens. But the Ravens are the team that's looking like they're 7-5 today, not the Bears. Even though it's just a 3-point lead, you can't help but feel that Baltimore has dominated this game, especially on defense. 5 receivers set wide, Albritton in the gun. Albritton on 3rd and goal, looking, throws, and it's knocked down, incomplete. Broken up by Corey Walters, the linebacker. in his 7th year out of Tulsa. It'll be 4th and goal from the 4-yard line. So the Bears defense will hold, and this will keep it a 1-possession game as the Ravens will try a field goal. This will be a 21-yard attempt by Rob Belton, the 3rd-year kicker out of Wisconsin. The Badgers on 4th and goal from 21 yards. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Ravens lead it 13-7. 7:53 left to play here in the 4th quarter. Live from M&T Bank Stadium, Baltimore, Maryland, Week 13. Here at Jammin' Sports. Where's the game that matters? Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead. CGM's in the house. Misty's here. Our puppies will be 4 weeks old on Monday. They're 3.5 weeks old. They're already walking around. Richardson will kick off. Fielded by McNeil at the 2-yard line over the 20, 25. And Leon McNeil out to the 27-yard line. So the Bears now down by 6. Their defense has kept them in the game thus far, and the offense needs to wake up. A touchdown would give Chicago the lead, though, with the extra point. Buffalo and Cleveland up next. We'll be in Cleveland for that one. Check the weather again. First and 10 from the 27-yard line. Plunkett in the shotgun. Plunkett back. Plunkett throws underneath to McNeil. Down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8. On the tackle, number 59. That's Michael Morris, the 4th-year linebacker out of Oregon. 7:36 and counting. Just a 6-point ball game. Looking ahead to next week, in Week 14, Chicago next week will be at Dallas. That'll be a big game. And for the Ravens next week, they're at Green Bay. On 2nd and 8, Plunkett back. Plunkett throws to Seacrest. He can't hold on. Incomplete. That was broken up by Isaac Young, the rookie free safety out of West Virginia. It'll be 3rd and 8 for the Bears. Yep, they're looking like the Pats. Is right. On 3rd down, and speaking of the Pats, that's who the Bears beat last week. On 3rd and 8, Plunkett back, throws outside to Seacrest, and he can't hold on. This time, Eddie Colston breaks up the pass. The 8th-year defensive back out of Colorado. It'll be 4th down. The Bears have to punt again. This Raven defense has been lights out. Zach Wetzel back to punt. Gets the punt away. And this will be fielded by Stewart from the 14. Makes a nice move. And Stewart all the way out to the 33-yard line. Dwayne Stewart in his 2nd year out of Air Force. Matthew Albritton will come back out. First and 10, Baltimore. At their own 33, they're up by 6. They can make it a 2-possession game with any type of score here. On 1st and 10, Albritton to Castilian up the middle. And Nate Castilian, a gain of 6 yards out to the 39. It'll be 2nd and 4. And Castilian closing in on 100 yards. Just needs 12 more. You gain 100 yards against the Bears, that's saying something. They have a good defense most of the time. On 2nd and 4 from the 39. Albritton to Castilian around the outside, and he's going to be hit for a loss of a yard back to the 38-yard line. On the tackle, number 26, Andres Walters, the third-year defensive back out of Maryland. And that will bring up 3rd down and 5 for the Ravens. The Bears really need a stop here, and they need to get the ball back. Third and 5. 4 receivers set wide. Albritton in the gun. Albritton draws back. Throws. Gets it out to Taylor. He can't hold on. It was broken up by Ken Elliott, the linebacker, and Parker Littleton, number 54. It'll be 4th and 5. And the Ravens are going to have to punt. Just over 6 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Richardson back to punt. Gets the punt away. Caught by McNeil, and he'll bring it back to the 16-yard line. And that's where Chicago will have it, 1st and 10, with 5:54 left to play. Still plenty of time, but the Bears need a touchdown. M&T Bank Stadium is located right next to Camden Yards. Oriole Park, the baseball stadium, they share the same parking lot. 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Plunkett in the gun. Plunkett draws back, throws to Seacrest, and he stays on his feet and gets out to the 31-yard line. A gain of 15 yards to Robert Seacrest, the 5th-year receiver out of Memphis, and he's closing in on 100 yards, receiving on the day. 5:37 and counting. First down, Bears. The Bears. 5 receivers wide. Empty backfield for Plunkett. Plunkett back. Throws down the middle to Wallstra. Out to the 43, a gain of 12. First down, Bears. The Bears. Troy Wallstra, one of my Army guys. The 12th year tight end out of Army. One of my Desert Storm compatriots. They're all sprinkled through the rosters here. First and 10 from the 43-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Plunkett looking. Plunkett throws deep downfield. Wide open is Weavers. Touchdown, Chicago. Chris Weavers, 57 yards. The 2nd-year receiver out of Florida. A 57-yard touchdown catch by Chris Weavers. And the Bears have tied it up at 13. A perfect pass by Plunkett. He hit him in stride. And the Bears strike for a big touchdown. There you go, Evil Dead. I think the Bears have woken up. Now Zach Jones will come on for the extra point. That will put the Bears in the lead. Kick is up. And it's good. The Bears lead at 14-13. 4:48 left to play. Still a lot of time left. Live from M&T Bank Stadium, Baltimore, Maryland. Week 13 here at Jammin' Sports. Well, not over yet. Yeah, they're up by 1. I think you said, what, 6? Or did you say 9? I can't remember what you said. Nine, okay. Yeah, they probably won't cover. The Bears will kick off. Wetzel will kick. Fielded by Stewart at the 2-yard line over the 15, 20, 25. And Dwayne Stewart out to the 30-yard line. First down, Ravens. 4:44 left to play. Plenty of time. The Ravens, all they need is a field goal, and they can retake the lead. We'll have the Bills and the Browns up next, live from Cleveland, Ohio. That'll be next. They'll have a triple header tomorrow, starting at 1 o'clock Eastern time. On 1st and 10 from the 30, Albritton in the gun. Albritton back. Albritton throws downfield, caught by Taylor, all the way out to the 48-yard line. Maurice Taylor, the second-year receiver out of Oregon State. A gain of 18 yards and a Raven first down. Something I also noticed when I've been looking at the beta videos on Madden 24, they went in and redid some of the player models. They don't look so cartoony anymore, especially the linemen. I thought that was nice. 4 receivers set wide. Albritton in the gun. Albritton back. Throws to Castilian. Across midfield to the Bear 48-yard line. A gain of 4, be 2nd and 6. And now the Ravens are in Chicago territory. Under 4 minutes left to play. And the Ravens, all they need is a field goal. 2nd and 6 from the Chicago 48. 3 receivers to the far side. Yeah, they don't look like big dumps anymore. That's right. Albritton looking, throws out to Burns. And Lawrence Burns, the 3rd-year receiver out of Oregon State, down to the 39-yard line. A gain of 9 and a Raven first down. Another first down for Baltimore on this drive. David Harrelson on the tackle. The 6th-year safety out of Oregon State. One thing I have noticed, Oregon and Oregon State are well represented on my rosters. A lot of players from both schools. 1st and 10 from the 39. Albritton in the gun. Albritton back. Throws downfield, knocked down, incomplete. It was Parker Littleton, the linebacker, who knocked it down. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Ravens at the Baltimore 39. It would be a 56-yard field goal from here. .312 remaining. The Bears up by 1, 14-13. Ravens come out, 4 receivers set wide. Albritton in the gun. Albritton back. Steps up, throws deep to the end zone, and it's knocked away, incomplete. Andres Walters knocked it away, and that'll bring up 3rd and 10. Nice defensive play by Walters. The intended receiver was Lawrence Burns. It'll be 3rd and 10 for the Ravens at the Chicago 39 with 3:05 left in regulation. Four receivers set wide. Albritton in the gun. Albritton back. Albritton throws to the near side to Castilian. He's got the first down as he plows forward down to the 25-yard line. A 14-yard gain on the swing pass. First down Ravens. Under 3 minutes left. Making the tackle, Douglas Burns, the second-year defensive back out of Virginia Tech. Two minutes and 40 seconds left. 2-minute warning coming up. Ravens are now in field goal range. Down by 1. Albritton back. Albritton throws to the end zone to Ryan. down to the 9-yard line. Mitch Ryan, the rookie receiver out of Ohio State. And he's the lowest receiver on the depth chart. Mitch Ryan only has a 47 rating. He's in the game, though, and he caught a pass. He is the 6th receiver out of 6 listed on the depth chart. First and goal, Ravens from the 9-yard line. Ravens getting everybody involved. They should get the play off before the 2-minute warning. Albritton throws underneath, incomplete. And that'll stop the clock with 2:02 left. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 9. He was looking for Stewart, Dwayne Stewart. On 2nd and goal from the 9. Albritton hands off to Martin, and he goes down. That's the 2-minute warning. Bears up 14-13 here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to M&T Bank Stadium, Baltimore, Maryland. Week 13 here at Jammin' Sports. The Bears clinging to a 1-point lead, 14-13, with 1:59 left. However, the Ravens are in field goal range, and it's 3rd and goal at the Chicago 9. In the I formation, Albritton to Castilian, and he does not get there. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain, it'll be 4th and goal. If I'm Chicago, I'm taking a timeout to conserve as much time as possible. Alexander's in the house. Good to see you there, Alexander. Welcome in. And this will be a 26-yard field goal attempt by Rob Belton to give the Ravens the lead. The kick is up, and it's good. Ravens are up by 2, 16-14, with 1:14 left. However, the Bears have 3 timeouts, and all the Bears need is a field goal. Total Drama Alexander in the house. Good to see you, Alex. Welcome in. So the Bears, with 1:14 left, they have 3 timeouts. All they need is a field goal. Chicago, Detroit, and Tampa Bay are all tied for first in the NFC Central with 7-5 records. That'd be the Ravens. Yes, that'd be the Ravens there, Alex. You're right. The kickoff by Richardson. Fielded by McNeil at the 1-yard line over the 20, 25. And McNeil out to the 29-yard line. The Bears need about 40 yards to get into field goal range. And they have 1:10 to work with and 3 timeouts. Jason Plunkett, the quarterback, will come out to lead the offense for Chicago. And they'll start from their own 29-yard line. Well, you never know, Alex, because yesterday we saw a game where a team gave it away at the end by fumbling through the end zone. Plunkett in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Plunkett throws inside to Weavers. He holds on. A 10-yard gain down to the 39. Make it 9. It'll be 2nd and 1. Bears in the hurry up. Less than a minute left. Plunkett in the gun. Plunkett throws underneath to Wallstra. And Wallstra down to the 44-yard line. They stay in the hurry up. They have 3 timeouts. 45 seconds. Plunkett back. Plunkett throws. Caught by Weavers. And a flag is down. I think they're going to get the Ravens with a face mask. Well, that was not the time to commit a face mask.
Face mask. Defense.
And they're going to call that on Christian West, the linebacker, in his 6th year out of USC. And that's going to move the ball all the way down to the 25-yard line. The Ravens are now in field goal range. The Bills and the Browns up next, the second half of our doubleheader. And then we'll have basketball tonight, or not basketball, we'll have hockey tonight. I'm sorry. We're trying to get the hockey regular season done as quick as possible. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Now the Bears can take their time. They have 3 timeouts. Plunkett to McNeil up the middle. And Dylan McNeil down to the 21. The Ravens are taking timeouts now to conserve time. That was a 5, make it a 4-yard gain. It'd be 2nd and 6. 36 seconds left. It would be a 38-yard field goal from here. Chicago trying to keep their share of the lead in the NFC Central. They're currently tied with Tampa Bay and Detroit at 7 and 5. My divisions are different, if you're wondering, than the real NFL. On 2nd and 6 from the 21. Plunkett to McNeil again, and McNeil down to the 18. A gain of 3 yards. It'll be 3rd and 3. 32 seconds left. If the Bears get a first down here, Baltimore would take their final timeout. Then the Bears can just run the clock down leisurely and kick a game-winning field goal. The Ravens have to get a stop here and force the field goal if they're going to want to have any time left. That face mask penalty really hurt Baltimore. That's why they're 2 and 10. Yep, I got it set up the old way. I only used 28 teams. 3rd and 3 from the 18. Plunkett to McNeil, and McNeil, the Ravens get a stop. It's a 2-yard loss. Eddie Colston. But why aren't the Ravens taking a timeout? Clock management. Somebody needs to teach both these teams clock management. The Ravens are not calling a timeout. And I have no idea why. All right, this will be for the win. Zach Jones from 37 yards. The kick is up. And it's good. And the Bears win it at the very end. Your final score, Chicago 17, Baltimore 16. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. We have the Bills and the Browns up next. We'll see you then.